I'm just going to come out and say it. I like fanfiction. I love fanfiction. As a writer, I would be overjoyed if anybody wanted to write fanfiction or create fan art or do anything creative with my characters and my world. I 100% support that. I love it. I'm saying this because apparently this isn't a universal opinion. It sort of baffles me a little bit. People don't write fanfic for money or fame. They literally only do it for the love of the story. I consider it excellent marketing. If somebody writes fanfiction, what they're trying to do is get someone else to read about your characters. And if they like your characters, they'll probably go and get your book. 1 + 1 = 2. Think about it. Your fans love your work so much. They're putting their own time and energy into creating something to lead people to you. Some people say they don't like fanfiction because they consider it lazy. Why write with somebody else's characters or world when you can create your own? And to that, I say fanfiction helps you become a better writer. Here's a couple of ways how. Fanfic helps you hone your skills in a collaborative environment. For young or practicing writers, this is an excellent way to build your skills. You can receive almost instantaneous feedback with lots and lots of readers willing to critique or offer you suggestions. I got my start writing fanfiction as a teen, and I can assure you, without the support and growth and friendships that I had made then, I would not be writing today. I didn't even realize I was a decent writer until other people told me. I never even considered creative writing as a path for me until I started writing fanfiction. While you won't improve if you're only honing your skills around improper technique, I would argue that it's actually easier to make that mistake alone than when you're writing for a fandom. It's not an echo chamber. Readers won't just accept anything you give them. If you're willing to learn, people will help you grow. Beta readers can help you with anything from grammar to overarching plot structure to symbolism. You just have to ask. Which is so awesome because when writing original fiction, it's very hard to get people to read your work. I have problems getting my family to read my work, let alone strangers. The idea that everyone in a fandom is working towards one thing, which is celebrating story. It's a mutually beneficial agreement. Now, if your detractors are still complaining, it's time to look back on some famous fanfic. Romeo and Juliet was actually based on someone else's poem. Yes, Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Pretty much all Renaissance art is fan art of the Bible. And Hamilton, though it is based on actual history, is pretty much fanfic. And every single Disney princess movie, every single one, is fanfic of the original fairy tale. Lots and lots of stories can be called fanfic. Every retelling ever is some sort of fanfic. Just because it's published doesn't make it any less true. There's a song I like by a band called The Mummies that goes, rah, 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 when all is said and done, we're not the first to be here, there's nothing new underneath the sun. And there's many, many different phrases that all amount to the same thing. Good artists steal inspiration. Now, I won't say that putting other people's characters or ideas in your own original work and trying to make money off of that is good. I don't agree with that at all. But there is a difference between trying to profit off of somebody else's work and literally writing for the fun of it. Fanfiction is not illegal, and it's not out to ruin the good reputation of your book. A hard thing to understand for authors is that fanfiction, fan art, fan creativity, really, it isn't for you. It's for the fans. That's a very difficult thing to come to terms with, that when you publish your book, it's not entirely yours anymore. You can't ignore bad reviews, just as trying to correct a misrepresentation of your intentions is a futile effort. It's frustrating when somebody reads your work and they get something out of it that you did not intend at all. But that's reality, and that's something that you have to face and deal with if you want to be a professionally published author. But fanfiction is different. It's not out to critique or destroy your work, and even when it is critical of the source work, it's from a place of love. Nobody puts that much time and effort into something if they do not care about it. What they want is other people to like the thing that they like, which benefits you because they like your stuff. So, fanfiction, yes, I love it. It's great. 100%. The only thing that really frustrates me about fanfic is that I can't read fanfiction written for my own books. Authors are typically not allowed to read fanfic based on their own work, at least while the series is still being written, for fear of accidentally taking plots or ideas. It's a legal issue. It sucks. You'll never hear me villainize fanfiction. I never would have even considered writing original fiction had I not got my start there. and I am so excited and so happy that it is there for young writers who want to figure out how to be a better writer, and for just writers in general. I still write fan fiction sometimes, though I'm not going to tell you where. Did you or do you write fan fiction? Tell me about it below, and subscribe if you want to know more about me and see videos of my face talking about writing and books. And if you really like my face, subscribe to my newsletter where you'll be the first to hear about all my news. I love you guys. I will see you soon. Have a great day.